It's me. I wanted to share an experience that I had the other day, but also give you guys some free value on how the dead shows up for mediums. So I'm here live. If you guys jump on here live, you could leave a comment. And hopefully I'll be able to see it and engage with you if you have questions on this topic. If you want to learn how to develop into your mediumship, I've also included a link in the comments here to my Awaken program that will blow your mediumship wide open. But I wanted to talk about any experience that I had not very long ago. I was at like a barbecue for a birthday party, and somebody asked me to give them a reading. And I don't necessarily just do readings, but I was, just looking at her. And how it works for me is I literally just have to like look at the person, open my awareness. This is because I've been doing this for so many years and I love to teach people how to do this as well. But for me, it's like I just have to be curious. I just have to wonder. And then I open my awareness, which you might consider being called your third eye. And then for the psychic part, right, I'll start feeling that person has a sister, or feeling their career, or seeing things that they do in their everyday life just simply by glancing at them and opening my awareness. But this particular time I had been, having some wine and drinking. And one of the rules that I tell my students to go by, and one of the rules that I have with spirit, is that after 2 glasses of wine or after 10 p.m., I don't communicate with spirit. Because the reason why is when you've been drinking and you're tired, your guards aren't up as much and you can get a lot more debris. You can be what I call jumped, which is a whole other thing. Like in my program, I teach you guys, obviously I'm sharing this with you now. So that way you're not like working with hazard pay, right? So it would almost be like if, you had a hazardous job, you're obviously going to train to make sure you have all that safety. You're going to do your OSHA training before you dive in and start doing something like that. And that's why in my program, I teach people how to create these types of rules with spirit and the types of behavior for yourself as a medium, so that you don't get yourself into those predicaments. So anyways, this particular person, interestingly enough, right? I just glanced for a minute because I'm like, I'm not going to do a reading. But sure enough, she had a brother in spirit, and he was in her hair in an orb. He was in her hair. He was little and it was tiny. And I know some of you may think I sound like a nutbag, but this is how spirit will show up for a medium. And I'm going to share a little bit more about how they show up in general, right? But this is my particular experience. And so I knew she had a sister just by feeling her, right? But the sister's alive. And then the brother is in spirit, and he was in her hair in an orb, and it's instantly like goes super fast, right? And he goes flying away. And then I could feel in my stomach that he is far away, right? He's far away. So I know that he is in spirit. He's not a living person. Because here's the deal with mediumship, right? It's all of your psychic abilities combined. So you're seeing, you're hearing, you're feeling, and you're knowing all of these things. And when you combine them all and you open up to your mediumship, you're going to be using those tools. So for me, I physically saw with my eyeballs, right, the orb in her hair. And then I felt with my clairsentience, the physical psychic feeling that he's far away. And so then I come to this knowing that this person is not alive, that he is in spirit. Now, at that moment, I stopped and I told her, I can't read you right now because I've been at this party. But I wanted to share this story because I know you guys dig this stuff, and I love teaching you guys how to do this. Here's the thing too with mediumship. It's unique to every person. Are you going to see some orb in somebody's hair? Maybe not. Maybe not at all. So some mediums will see the past loved one standing behind you, which is, you guys, I had this most crazy phenomenal reading a couple of weeks ago when my late husband came through. It was fucking nuts. And I wasn't even expecting it. I was a podcast guest. the host all of a sudden is reading my husband. So he was standing behind me and making gestures too. Okay. So she's seeing, right? That's psychic seeing. That's her clairvoyance, right? So now some other people will be walking around in the grocery store and hear their name being called. That's how a past loved one's showing up for you, saying, hey, I need to get your attention. Hey, I have a message for the person you're standing next to in the grocery store. So you might just hear them. And some people may feel them step into the room, right? When I first started doing mediumship, I could feel when a spirit would step into the room, like the air would change, physically feel it in my body. And then I would open up my awareness, and then I would use my clairvoyance. This is the neat thing, is that when you develop, you end up being able to utilize all of these: seeing, hearing, feeling, and knowing. And when you get really good at it, you're able to receive information and help yourself and help other people. The neat thing with mediumship is that people really want to know if their loved ones are okay, including themselves. I swear, if it wasn't for my mediumship, my grief journey would have been a lot bumpier, right? A lot more rough, a lot rougher. So how are you going to receive, right? You need to learn how to develop your psychic abilities before you're going to know how spirit shows up for you. So for me, I saw that guy in the orb, but a lot of times what I'll see is the past loved one will pop into my head, right? Not necessarily seeing it stand behind you, but it pops into my head, and they show me what they're wearing. And it's a big thing. They want me to know what they're wearing, because most of the time you guys will have a picture of them wearing that exact outfit, or it's something that they always wore. So it validates that you know that I'm seeing your loved one. And it's quite interesting. So physical feeling, psychic seeing, these are how people, mediums, will receive from your past loved ones. But I did want to jump on here and share this story with you. Share this video with your friends. Send people over here. I have been mentoring people since 2011 and helping people develop into their psychic and mediumship abilities and stepping into their purpose, right? Because this takes you to your purpose. It's the most amazing thing. So I hope you guys loved this story, and I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful day.